Hi everyone, our journal page today, and I'm starting with these two colors and some white. I'm looking just to have a little bit of color in the background and to put on top of it some paper napkins, so I'm not overly concerned about where each color is going, just going for something soft in the background. So I've got some turquoise here. Yeah, I think this one is finished, and I've got this a light, very light turquoise or light blue, whatever, something. And I'm gonna start by just taking a brush, putting it on, and I'm dipping into the white just so I will have a variation in the color. I'm just spreading the white so it will be easier to change in between. Not overly concerned, as I said, and you can go however you want with the coloring. You can go diagonally, you can go horizontally, really doesn't matter. However you want to put the paint on. And I'm adding more white, so again I will have a softer look and more blending. I think I'll keep it light here at the center and add more color to the edges. Yeah. So a very quick start to a background, not overly thinking it. Yeah, maybe a little bit more here and here. Again, just going for a little bit darker towards the edges. Yeah, already liking it, leaving it be, and I'm going to use the leftover paint in one of my notebooks for leftover paint. Let's pick another, just pick another page. That's how I create more painty papers, interesting papers to do collage. If it's just focal points, if it's creating backgrounds, all kinds of stuff, just by smearing the leftover paint. Okay, so that's done. I need for this to get dry. It's almost dry, and I've got two paper napkins that I want to use. First, I have this one with the strawberries, and this next one, basically I want this one to be my focal point. And what I'm thinking, this one I already removed the white backing, and I want to use it more as decoration to the page. And I'm going to take a fine brush with water, just put some water here so it would be easier, and I'm just going to take part of the paper napkin most of the time I will use this technique to separate the area that I want. The torn edges helps the paper napkin blend into the background. I've got my AC going on so everything flies, so I'm trying to hold it in place. And let's see, I think I'll put one more here in the corner. Checking to see what I want in the corner. Okay, let's take this section out. Maybe I will need to trim some of it. I don't know. I'm taking this apart and we'll see. I love paper napkins with white backing because you can glue them to a page and the white becomes transparent. Mostly transparent. Let's see. Yeah, I think it can work here. Okay, so I'm going with these two pieces. Mostly dry, so I think I can work with it. And I'm going to use my glue for paper napkins, which is 2/3 a white glue, 1/3 water. Here we go. And now I need a soft flat brush. So here we go. Don't skimp on the glue, otherwise you will have areas that first of all won't become transparent, and also you will have like an air bubble. So here we go, placing this. Yeah, now I'm going again with the flat of the brush with lots of glue, and I'm going from the inside towards the outside, and it needs to glide on the paper napkin, not to drag it. And believe me, you will feel it if it's dragging and it will tear your paper napkin. Yeah, it's already almost became transparent here, so I really like it. Okay, next, again, I will go over the rest of the page with the glue just to make everything look consistent. Okay, I need to turn off the AC, otherwise I will battle with the paper napkin. Okay. Good enough. Again, enough glue from the inside towards the outside, and using the flat of the brush. Yes, I'm kind of thinking that I really like all these strawberries and maybe adding more, but not sure about it. Maybe if I can separate something small so it won't overwhelm the page. I don't know. I'll leave it be for now. Okay, so now I've got my focal point, and I want it to be more prominent on the page. And what can you do? Paper napkins are translucent, and as you know, when you are gluing them you can see through. But now for the focal point I want it to be more visible and less translucent, more solid. So I'm thinking of just gluing it to a white page and then fussy cutting it. That's what I'm thinking. I'll just remove the white backing and let's get white paper. Let's move this. Okay, so I've got the white paper, and I think kind of debating. I've got two images on the paper napkin. I've got this one and I've got this one, and now I'm debating which one I want to use. I think I'll go with this one. Another way to go about it is to fussy cut your image that you want to use, trace the outer line on the page, and then color it white, and only then glue it. But I decided that this time I'm going about it this way, just gluing it to a white paper, and then when it will be dry I'll fussy cut it. I don't care about wrinkles with paper napkins. I really like how it turns out with the wrinkles. I think it gives a really nice texture and feel to it. So I'm not one to go and try and to go against the wrinkles. Now this needs to dry, so I'll be back. Okay, so I've got the background. I couldn't help it and I stuck more pieces of the paper napkin. I could probably have gone all over the page with the paper napkin, but that's okay. And this is my focal point, but I feel like this, as much as I like it, needs a little bit more interest. So I grabbed this stencil, and I'm going to stencil on this area, and maybe I'll go over a little bit on top of the paper napkins. I'm just trying to place it so I'll have the details that I want. Well, I'll go like this and we'll see. Okay, I'm taking a makeup sponge and the white acrylic paint. Now the acrylic paint is from the cheap store. It's quite I don't know, it's also a little bit translucent, so but that's okay because I just want to add some visual texture to my page. I'm not looking for it to steal away from my focal point. So it's good right now that I have this very lightly in the background. And I've picked this stencil because it has all kinds of details all over and not one that repeats itself. So, and of course there is flowers and leaves, so it goes with the theme of the general page. But I just went looking for something that will give me all kinds at the same time. Of course, if I didn't have this stencil, I could have picked several stencils and just spread them randomly on the page. I'm tapping very lightly. Again, I don't want it to be in your face white or anything. It just needs to be part of the background. And I'm lifting it from time to time just to check and see how it looks. Yeah. I'm a little bit overlapping to where I've got the pieces from the paper napkin, just so it would look more organic, but otherwise it really doesn't matter. Okay, and I've got a little bit more here. Let's pick something else. Oh, this will work. Okay. Yes. Okay. So I've got this, and I've got my focal point, which feel a little bit wet, still a little bit wet, and I need to make some. Yeah. Okay, so now glue in the back, and glue stick will probably be enough to do the job here. Okay. Just making sure it's glued. Yeah. Okay. And while I was doing all of that, like looking for a stencil that will work and everything, I remembered I had some ladybugs sticky back things. Again, this is from the cheap store, and I decided that they should probably be used here. They have like a translucent strip here that I'm trying to cut so it won't show on the page. I just need the sticky back and not the extra. Let's see. Let's put another one. Where? Let's put another one here, and I don't know, just one here. Yeah. And I'm calling it done. I really like it, although I do feel like I need some kind of, I don't know why, it doesn't have to, but I feel like I need to create some kind of like a stem here, and I'm going around just to make it all come together. Don't know how much of it you can see. but it's here, and it's just a little bit of a finishing touch. Just instead of inking the edges, I just went over with this acrylic marker. Don't know, again, I don't know how much of it you can see, but it's here. And yeah, I think I can call it done for this page. I like it, and that's that. So thank you for watching. Thank you for leaving me comments down below, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.